When will you stop YouTube? When you're 50 years old? Until I don't want to do it anymore. So that could be 20 years at least. I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Like, I really enjoy this a lot. So I think I'd be still doing this in my 60s probably. Like, thinking about it, like maybe not as often as I'm doing it now, but I can imagine myself reviewing A4 when I'm 50 or 60. I can imagine it. Could you see yourself living somewhere else? I assume he means living somewhere else, like Australia. Living, spelling error. A lot of subscribers ask me, will you move to Australia? Because I've been there a lot of times now. 2022, 2 weeks. 2023, 2 weeks. 2024, 3 weeks. I'm coming again next year, hopefully, for the gather round, and I want to come at least 1 or 2 more visits by the end of 2026. So that's at least a visit every year from 2022 to 2026. I come so often. I've gone to almost every state apart from, I've not been in South Australia, that's it. I've been in every other state. I've explored so much of each state that I've been in. And a lot of you ask me, like, oh, I go around all these places exploring, why don't I just live here? Like, some people have said, oh, you've seen more of Australia than most Australians. And yeah, for me, it's just like, yeah, I love visiting Australia and traveling around Australia. I'm not sure if I want to live in Australia. I'm not sure about that. I do love Australia and I do love visiting, but I don't know if I want to live there. There's a difference, like, just because I spend a lot of time there on holiday doesn't mean I want to live there. I don't think it doesn't have to always correlate to that. But yeah, like, it's not like, never say never. Never say never, but whenever I thought about moving country from the UK, first of all, I want to stay in England. I love England. I love London. I love England. Apart from the crime rates and the bad weather, there are plenty of nice things about it. And growing up with English culture, I really like it here. So yeah, if they could just reduce the crime, it would be a pretty damn good country. But regardless, like, if I had to leave, I have thought about this, like, thought about countries and stuff. When I was a kid, I thought, oh, maybe like Canada, that would be a nice place. Not as many insects as Australia, and not as many guns as America. Maybe a bit safer in Canada. Maybe not anymore. Like, now I'm thinking more like rich Asian countries, like rich, clean Asian countries. So like Singapore, Malaysia. Like places like that. Like, obviously Japan comes under that as well, but I feel like a lot of people in Japan don't speak English, and learning Japanese would be quite hard. I feel like in Malaysia, Singapore, enough people speak English to the point where I might not have to learn a new language, because I feel like it'd be hard for me to learn. I feel like I'm slow to pick up a new language. I learned French and Spanish in school. I was apparently quite good at Spanish, but I forgot it all within a year as soon as I stopped learning it. But yeah, I always thought about, like, recently, the countries I thought of are Singapore and Malaysia. Singapore's pretty rich, and I feel like it would be expensive to live there. Malaysia probably cheaper, but Malaysia's a really nice place. I've only been to the airport, but I've seen videos and photos. It looks so nice. It looks like a really nice place. Yeah. So yeah, I'd love to, like those are the places I'd think about going to more than like Australia, or, you know, if I had to leave the UK, I'd probably go to Asia, which is where I'm from actually, but, well, where my family is from, but I was born in England, family is from Sri Lanka, but obviously my origins are still lying in Sri Lanka. But I wouldn't go to Sri Lanka. I don't feel like that's my home. I never felt a connection to that country, even though I'm literally originated from there, even though I wasn't born there. But I went there for 2 weeks. I felt like an alien when I went there for 2 weeks. Honestly, I didn't feel like I fit in at all. Just anything. It didn't feel like I went there. I'm literally the son and grandson of Sri Lankans. I went to Sri Lanka. I felt like a foreigner. I didn't feel like I was at home. And I felt like I got that vibe from other people as well. I remember getting on a bus in Sri Lanka, and everyone just looks at me like, who is this guy? And I'm just like, do I not look like them? what's going on? But yeah, that's another weird story. But yeah, like, I've been thinking about Malaysia and Singapore. Like, those would be great countries to live in, I feel. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, Australia, like, never say never to Australia. But I feel like in terms of like living, like finding a place to live, maybe like New Zealand might be a bit more. I don't know. I feel like New Zealand is a good place to live as well. Maybe more so than Australia. But I know the living quality in Australia is much better. But they still got like similar energy problems to us and other things. It's something to look into. But I'm not even looking to move in the first place. So, but if I had to move, I'm just saying Australia isn't number one. Just because I like visiting doesn't mean I definitely want to stay there forever. But again, never say never. That was definitely a bigger answer than what I gave in the original video. So yeah, on to the second one. Jeez, I've really gone through the first batch. What is your favorite movie or TV show? Just as brief as the first time I recorded it. I've mentioned this so many times on videos, and I know that not everyone watches my movie videos, and that's fine. But I mentioned it in other videos as well. I mentioned it on streams. I mentioned it a lot of times. So I'm surprised people are still asking. But my favorite TV show / movie is... My favorite movie is The Dark Knight. My favorite TV show is Breaking Bad. That's literally it. And he's been there like 2 years. So I feel like he should know that. But it's fine. He can ask again. It's fine. Favorite movie is The Dark Knight. Favorite TV show is Breaking Bad. Nothing else you need to know. If it changes, then I'll let you know. Favorite music genre? This is a nice question because I don't really have one. People in school always ask me what my favorite music is. Sometimes I give them like throwaway answers just to like get them to stop asking. Sometimes I say like, oh, R&B. Oh, rap. Yes. Oh, yes, pop. Yes, I like pop. But in reality, sometimes the answer I gave was anything will do or like anything. And it's kind of true. Maybe not anything. Like I wouldn't listen to like heavy metal. But I'd listen to plenty of rock bands, plenty of pop songs, plenty of rap songs. Like when I was younger, especially when I was a teenager, I'd listen to Eminem, Prime Eminem, 50 Cent. But I'd also listen to Ed Sheeran, Coldplay, loved Coldplay, The Script. I also love Linkin Park. I only found out about them through Transformers, but ever since the first Transformers movie, I looked into Linkin Park, and I love their songs, most of their songs. Their album, I think it's called Living Things. Living Things, I think it's called. It's got a song called In My Remains, which is probably the best song of the lot. Echo and Lost in the Echo, I think one is called. There's an album they got that's like really good. Like every song's a banger. And on top of that, there's the 3 songs they made for Transformers. And plenty of other things. Linkin Park are a top rock band, and I love them. I love Linkin Park, but like they're nothing like Ed Sheeran. But I like Ed Sheeran too. Who else? I don't like boy bands. I find them cringe. But there is one boy band I actually liked, and that was The Wanted. They made some damn good songs. The Wanted. There's someone I'm forgetting. Someone big. Never mind. But like Rihanna was another one. There was a few. But I liked a lot of artists from different genres. I never like levitated towards one specific genre. I always liked multiple different genres. For sure. Did I mention The Script? I probably mentioned The Script. Also, Linkin Park, R.I.P. Chester. I also love movie theme songs. That's like its own category, but like Dark Knight movie soundtrack, Interstellar movie soundtrack. There's like half-an-hour versions of them on YouTube, and I love it. James Bond, the last one, No Time to Die. It's called Final Ascent. That's the soundtrack when he dies. Spoiler. The movie's been out years now. That was amazing. There's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse has some amazing soundtracks. There's a couple others. The Batman, the recent Batman movie from 2022, that has a great soundtrack. So I like listening to epic movie music. Transformers, another one. There's so many I could think of. Lockdown's theme song, Transformers 4. Bad Boys 3. Lorne Balfe's composed songs for Bad Boys 3 are bangers. Especially for the villain. The villain's theme song is good. Darth Vader's theme song. So yeah, just movie theme songs and movie scores. I really like that genre of music, even though it's not really like music anyone's singing. I still love listening to that. And they're also like low-key good motivation music. Like I would run on a treadmill listening to Dark Knight 30-minute mix, like 100%. I also like WWE theme songs because I like wrestling so much. Sometimes some wrestling songs are so good that I listen to them outside of wrestling. Like Edge's theme song is called Metalingus Alter Bridge. Metalingus are the band. Alter Bridge is the name of the song. Really damn good song. Batista's theme song, what's it called? I Walk Alone. Who sings it? I don't know. Randy Orton's theme song, Voices. I don't know who sings it. CM Punk's Living Color, Cult of Personality. Brilliant song. His old song as well, Killswitch Engage. Killswitch Engage. This Fire Burns. It's called. The band is called Killswitch Engage. That one has like heavy screaming in it, which I'm not a fan of, but I like the song. Triple H's theme song, Heartbreak Kid. There's quite a lot of wrestling songs as well that I like as well. So, and I like them mainly because of wrestling, but also because they're actually quite good songs, especially Edge's theme song and CM Punk's. So there's that as well. So I don't have like a specific genre, but I like a lot of different genres. But definitely more recently, I listen a lot more to like either wrestling theme songs or movie theme songs, or even Linkin Park. Actually, I've listened a lot of Linkin Park recently because I love their songs as a teenager. So now I'm just in the mood to listen to them again. So yeah, that is for sure. There's plenty of other artists as well that I've not mentioned, but we'd be here all day.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it.